Here it is. The final part of this multi-month wait. Playing on a new controller. Decided to break out my 8-bit dough. Warning for choosing it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm playing my 8-bit dough because it just feels like an amazing controller. And I've been using my Xbox for a while, but this just feels so much better than an Xbox controller, honestly. Last time, 2 days ago, I did Dark Story. Was it 2 days? Might have been 3. I think it was 2. We did Hero like 4 months ago, or something like that. And then, ooh, these sticks feel really nice. I need to play on this more. Dark Story, and then now it's for the last story. So, I ate a bit. He's so angry. I ate burger and then I ate ice cream. So I'm feeling pretty happy today.
What's that vibration?
Hey, wait. Someone is coming.
Batgirl. Oh, I forgot to get the thick mod.
You haven't given up yet?
No, it's all over for us.
What do you
I
mean?
just received a message from my boss. This space colony Ark is currently approaching the Earth at an incredible velocity.
Holy shit.
It probably will impact Earth.
What's that on the screen?
This is a death sentence for every human being on Earth. If my calculations are correct, the space colony Ark will impact the Earth in 27
Damn.
minutes
No.
and 53 seconds.
They're all so sad.
Destroyed, along with your beloved planet Earth.
So basically we have to save the world.
I plan to give you a taste of my revenge once all the 7 Chaos Emeralds are collected. Once I initiate this program, it cannot be disabled. All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair.
Pretty dark for a Sonic.
No. Ready!
What's going on here? Who is that?
I plan to give you a taste of my revenge.
The vibration's getting
once all the
worse.
seven-
Professor Gerald Robotnik, one of the greatest scientific minds in the world, and my grandfather.
What? I knew you were behind all this. Stop it right now, or else...
I'd have done this a long time ago if I had the chance.
What do you mean?
I haven't seen this cutscene in so long.
You're pretty persistent for a hedgehog, aren't you? You're still alive.
Just letting Knuckles pilot the shuttle on the way over here was more dangerous than you could ever be.
What is this?
This is my grandfather's diary.
I also froze the burgers, or some burgers I made. I have 3 patties in the freezer. I'm kind of engrossed with this cutscene right now.
To create the ultimate life form, I thought it would be something that would benefit mankind, but then the military guards landed on the colony that day. They were sent to destroy the research project that I had been working on. My colleagues at the research facility, my granddaughter, Maria, I hope you are all safe.
Maria!
The colony was completely shut down, probably to keep the prototype from falling into the wrong hands.
Into the wrong hands. The
No.
Ark was shut down under the premise that there had been an accident.
But that's wrong.
I found Maria's name among those who died.
So, kill the entire human race.
All I can think about is that I wanted it all based on my original
I mean, a meteorite the literal size of the moon.
complete my project.
Yeah, that would kill everyone, wouldn't it?
To be perfect, pure. I will leave everything to him. If you wish, release and awaken it
If
to
you
the
wish to
world.
fill the world with destruction. Oh, so that's why you released Shadow from the base.
The Eclipse Cat is now highly reactive and explosive. This is because the Chaos Emerald is overpowered. If the colony collides with her, it will shatter into pieces like my grandfather predicted. That mad scientist.
That should be you, right? We have to stop the space colony now.
The space colony arc position may have shifted due to the amount of energy given off by the emeralds. We have to stop the energy.
But how?
Why is Eggman on their side now? Wouldn't it be like,
There's a way to stop
yes,
the energy.
now I
Have to
kill
use your
everyone?
emerald.
Like,
You're the one that told me that the Master Emerald has the power to stop the chaos.
I don't even know what to talk about during this cutscene.
If I use
I guess I just talk about
stop the
my
Chaos
future
Emerald,
plans.
The reaction of the Chaos Emeralds is moving toward the candy
So after this
store.
stream,
Maybe too late.
I don't even think this stream's gonna be that long.
There still may be some time left. If we pull together, we might be able to get to the
Should
shortcut
be
that
done with
leads to the
by like
core.
my 8 o'clock. Right now it's 7:13. So within the hour, it should be done. I remember this story being super short. Even shorter, like much shorter than Dark Story. It's only a couple like small
Just leave it
missions.
to me. I'm the world's fastest hedgehog.
Let's get to work.
I'm going to... Yeah, this controller feels so much better. What the fung? Oh, I remember these. This is actually a really fun mechanic. Hate those guys though. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Oh, that was close, almost died. Do I have to kill these guys? Alright, there we go. What? There's still one left? Ow. No, my power, it's failing. Oops, do not want to do that. Alright, where is the eye switch here? There it is. Or I can just drop like an actual rock. Guess you want to lock onto it and then... Yeah, like that. Come on, drop down. Oh, is that it? Oh, when I was a kid, so I remember playing this level, I think once. It was when my dad still had his bedroom in the room I'm currently in, like my current room. Can you guys not do that? Alright, I'm just gonna ignore you guys. I have to fight them. Gotta collect the rings. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I remember playing it there and playing the Knuckles section. Oh, this room. Alright, I need ones. Come up here. Pretty good room. Oh, there's an actual checkpoint here. Wait, so if I died there, would I just went back as Tails? I remember this part. I mostly remember the Knuckles portion. Because of the underwater. That part was scary, even with the water thing for some reason. Alright, just gotta trade with these guys. Yo! 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 Why'd I do that? Actually, I could probably just... Is it gonna... Yeah. A way to get on here? Alright, this one comes up. Yeah, pretty decent last half hour. I like how all the characters come together. What do I do here? And I do that... How? I think it's just all the way up, right? Yeah, it's 8-bit DU controller. Ooh. Oh, last time for Rouge jiggle physics, but who cares? Can I get in there? I guess not. Is that just a game design thing? Did I just fuck up, or is the game actually not good there? Yeah, this controller feels weird. I might have to download the software. See, can I get first person here? No. How do I get in here? Excuse me? I have to open the capsule. Yeah, I get that part, but riddle me this. How? So I press this thing, right? Oh, is it that? No, because I have to get rid of the water, right? Like, I can't go through there. Doesn't let me change the camera when I'm on this podium. It makes... It wants me to look here. It's not that. And it definitely doesn't want me to go in here for whatever reason. How do I don't remember how to do this. Oh, I think I see how. I gotta stop the water, and then there's an under part. That's why the camera's pointing that direction. Unless I'm wrong about this. Nope. Ow. Alright, can I see? Oh, that would have been perfect. That is really tight. I can't. And drain the liquid. Honestly speaking, wouldn't it make more sense? I know, like, ooh, we need gameplay, but fucking... I can't just go back out. Which means I need to hit a switch somewhere. Yeah, whatever. I have no clue why we need to drain this water. Okay. Everything wants to kill me. Yeah, this is the part that I was scared about when I was a kid. Oh, I remember this so vividly. It probably wants you to go down here. You can complete this without the... Nope, does not want you to go down there. Yeah, you can complete this without the mask. Why are you doing that? Ow! Where am I getting shot from? There's no way. And you get these rings. And then I go this way. I know you don't need them. But man, you need the goggles or the fucking mask thing for this. This control is so ass. Am I even supposed to be here? Let me get through. Thank you. Okay. I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Knuckles, please be normal for like one playthrough. Here's that guy, which does nothing. Okay. So this is entirely useless. Alright, let me think. So it must be down here. The switch. Like something must be down here. there's this thing. There must be something. Does this stop the laser beam somehow? No, it does not. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the surface. How was I able to complete this when I was a kid? Oh, wait. I just... Well, did not mean to do that, but worked out. Alright, now we go through there. You could sure you off of this thing. Just go. Pretty cool how you could do during the cutscene. I didn't know that, Almo Chow. Where's the time thingy? Oh, there it is. Knuckles, please. Wow. That collides you right with this guy. Guess you have to swim through it. Swimming faster, probably. Alright, uppies is bad. Please, Knuckles. Oh, I need to find another switch. Hit the thing. Huh? What is the purpose of those crates? What are the purpose? What is the purpose? Just be a hindrance. We need to go all the way back there. Was that segment sucked? Oh, it's been so long since I played as Sonic. Oh man, I love doing that. And he has bouncy bounce. That's not where you're supposed to go? Yeah, I'm gonna buffer. Oh, you can't buffer anything. Your heart's stuck until you land on the floor. Ow. Oh, turns me around this way. Oh. Golden beetle. I don't know if I was supposed to go this way. Maybe it's a sequence break. Sonic Adventure 1 vibes. Wow, that was fast. Dun, 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 dun.
Barely made it.
Just 2 boss fights left. I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid, I could not beat this boss for the life of me. It was the one thing that stopped me from beating the game on my own.
Leave me behind.
Shut up, Amy.
Look, it's Shadow. I really gotta stop whining. Everyone's trying their best.
Yeah,
to
you
help
gotta stop
out,
whining, you
so
little
I'll
bitch.
try. Shadow, we need you. Please help us.
It's all going according to plan. There's no reason for me to help them. Besides, there's no way to save anyone.
There has to be. I know
No.
that people fight over the most trivial things. Some people may be selfish, like the professor said. But they're basically good if they try their best and never give up on their wishes. They always have a reason to be happy. That's why you should help them out. Saving them is a good thing. Shadow, I beg you, please do it for them. Give them a chance.
Yeah, give him a chance.
I beg of you, please, do it for me.
Maria!
Future for all people who live on that planet.
So, the entire internet, if I want to date this stream really bad, everyone's complaining about The Last of Us 2, or The Last of Us TV show or whatever.
I know you can do it. That's the reason why you were brought.
I couldn't care less. I'm not a fan of the show or the game.
Shadow, the hedgehog.
But man, it just doesn't,
That promise.
I don't know. It's just one of those things that's like, oh, man, yet another gaming show that's bad. Who would have guessed?
What's that? It looks just like the shrine of the
Oh
Master
man,
Emerald.
and now there's,
They probably
the
designed
Guilty
core
Gear
of the
show.
shrine to harness the power of the Chaos Emeralds.
Oh, that's gonna suck. I mean, I haven't watched it yet. Maybe it's amazing.
All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel
Knuckles,
my
here it comes.
loss and despair. All of you ungrateful humans who took everything away from me will feel my loss and despair.
The Bile Lizard. Ah! Scary.
Could this be the prototype of the ultimate life form that was supposed to be encapsulated?
Leave this one to me.
Shadow, what are you doing?
I'll take care of this while you run to get the Chaos Emerald.
That delivery is horrible. Alright, this boss fight, actually really cool. One of the cool boss fights in the game. this guy do that. Then it goes, it has a cat's cry for some reason. I'm gonna leave some rings on the ground because I have no clue if this boss is actually gonna be easy for me. Just like that, man. What the fuck? Ow. Alright, I'm learning. This is why we leave rings on the ground. We leave one ring. And then he tosses around. Alright. And this is why we leave rings on the ground. Alright, there's another cat cry, but again, it's ultimate life form against Shadow, who's a hedgehog. Oh, call me jumping. Got the anti-air. I think one of the reasons I failed so many times at this boss when I was a kid is you have to survive not getting hit by any of these dark orbs for him to do this. Because if you get hit with one, it recycles or resets the pattern. And he should start it soon. I don't know what timer it has. That is such a big hitbox. Wow. He is reading my movement. What? Oh, you gotta... Do you have to somersault those? Oh, he gave up. Now there's dots. I got hit somehow. Give me that ring. No. Okay, I know what to do now. I will not fail. I know what to do. Okay. Thanks, Omo Chow. Can I do any... This boss sucks. I'm gonna grab 2 rings. Wouldn't it make sense if that was a platform you could go to? I want to stay far away, but that's the thing. Like, you stay far away. Fucking dicks. This is going to take me all night. Oh, he doesn't reset. Maybe he was just being nice. I don't know how I took damage on that, like, dotty dot phase. Grabbed a lot more rings than I wanted to. It is bullshit. This boss sucks. Every boss in this game fucking sucks. That's the theme. Alright, I just light dashed a streak of rings instead of somersaulting. My somersault didn't even work there. That's cool. Oh, but now it's showing its weak point. I'm so cool. This boss sucks. You make sure you have at least 2 rings, or 1 ring. It homes into... The hitbox is so big. Alright, I just don't have any rings. I don't think there's any rings on this side. Please be one left. This section's pretty cool. What would make this boss fight so much easier if you had Sonic's bounce. Sonic gets the bounce bracelet, but Shadow doesn't. Gotta stay really far away. No, don't let the ring despawn in the cutscene. Thank you. No. What? Can the game's things work for once? I'm getting shot out of the sky. Alright, now I see why I had a problem with this when I was a kid. This shit's impossible as an adult. Are there any rings left? There's one. Are there any rings over here? No, there's not. And he just stops you. Alright, I'm killing myself on purpose. I think if you game over here, then it's over. Shut the fuck up. I just died before collecting a ring. Great, there goes one of my fucking tries. This is going to take 18 years. I collected way more rings than I wanted to. I want to, if I'm being optimal, I want to collect one ring from there. I do not want to collect any rings. This boss fucking blows. The final boss is easier than this shit. This is the real final boss, but every boss in this game sucks chunks out of Whore's asshole. Of course, the camera auto-corrects you to go right into the rings that you don't want to collect. Gotta get all the rings possible. Oh my god. Can you, like, not do that? Absolutely fucking terrible design. I'm Invisawalled? Alright, until the game tells me I can move. I can't move. I mean, Somersault has invincibility, so maybe I just Somersault through all these. No, it doesn't. I guess it only does that for some things. The high-low mix-ups. Holy shit. Alright, phase 2. Need to get him to spit his balls out. And then we do the second ball minigame. If I game over and I have to redo every single level up to this point, I will be here all night. Alright, just stay back here. Then he's gonna do balls. Balls. Big, round, bouncy balls. Alright, that was a lot easier that time. Stay over here. Okay. We have plenty of rings on the ground. And I know the strat for his shadow balls. just like go super far away. Somersaults. And I want to be about the middle of his body. I probably do get this, but the game just doesn't like me. So it just damages me for no fucking reason. Or it just doesn't work. Alright, I don't want his tail to hit. Is he just gonna do ball attack again? Oh my god, he's just doing ball attack. Oh, I remember this one. Okay. Oh, that time the platform doesn't hurt you when you land on it, but every other time you land on that platform, you get hurt. It is... Oh, fucking dog shit game. They have this whole cinematic thing, and then, just sucks. Like, both Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2. I mean, Sonic Adventure 2 is a good game. But they're both bad games. Sonic Adventure 2 is something that, if I had to play for the rest of my life, I wouldn't be mad. I would be mad about Sonic Adventure 1, because that game is just no substance. But here, they have such amazing ideas. If this had, like, a couple more months in the oven, I feel like it would have been so good. Of course, the Dreamcast was about to die, so they couldn't do it.
Is it gone?
Is that what chaos control is?
Since we've stopped the Chaos Emeralds, why is the space colony still on a crash course to Earth?
But this game does have some of the most peak moments ever to be conceived. Such as the one coming up right now. Oh, the music restarting there. The bad loop. What are you looking at? This is one of the best cutscenes, if not the best cutscene in all of gaming. Both jerk each other off. And then they come. Oh my god, they're so fucking cool. Then they turn super. It's crazy how Shadow is supposed to be like this one-off character and have a whole different design and shit. And then he just becomes probably the most popular character ever. Alright, this boss is super easy, but it has the best song ever to be conceived by any game. And it has the lyrics. Legendary song. Ouch! Gotta go up and down throughout space and hit these lymph nodes. I'm kind of sucking penis at it right now, but... Oh, you can just, like, attack it. Okay. So if you don't know Sonic, I actually like how they add the... Just like Sonic Adventure 1, they add, like, the supersonic mechanics in, where you have to have this time limit with rings, and it actually makes it a bit more... makes it a lot more tense. You have the candy cane lasers. This song kicks so much ass. Yeah, you creep. You just swiped me away. There we go. Oh, and then when you get hit, your rings go so much more down. Oh, I am so far away. I don't know if I'm going to make it. Especially if they keep homing in on me. I'm going to... Alright, I can't make it anymore. Oh my god. No, I traded. You gotta be shitting my asshole inside out.
Sonic, Shadow, can you hear me? You need rings to stay supercharged. Before your rings are depleted,
Alright, I know how it works now, though.
Shadow, let me collect rings. Keep him busy for a while.
Sonic, leave it to me. I'll destroy it.
Get all that power. Chaos Emeralds.
What? Alright, if it didn't send hysterically back... it might be a bit better. Like, even the final boss, which is so epic and whatnot.
Now it's up to you, Sonic.
Damn.
You need
Sonic, we're in danger. The colony will enter the atmosphere in about 4 minutes.
Alright, that one was easy. Next one's gonna be a bit easier, and then...
Come, you creep.
this one's gonna be a bit easy, and then the last one's gonna be super hard. How far can I go up? I really don't want to get hit by this laser. Okay. Just camp.
All right, this is working. Sonic, how are you doing?
We've almost got it.
Why did I start at 40 rings? No, no! Stop the lasers, please. They're not cool. What? What was that shit? That's unfair. That is absolute horse shit.
When you take a hit, you won't be able to move. When you don't have many rings left, make sure to change places with Shadow as soon as you can.
How do I change places with Shadow?
Sonic, leave it to me. I'll destroy it.
Get all that power. Chaos Emeralds. Shadow,
I'll collect the rings. Now it's up to you, Sonic.
Shadow, you need rest. Let me give it a try.
Fucking candy cane homing ass laser. Absolute cocky cock.
We're in danger. The colony will enter the atmosphere in about 4 minutes.
Knuckles, sit on my dick so you have something to do. You're not helping. I really do not want to find out if I have to replay the whole finale of the game if I game over. I can take... Do you just, like, go under it? No, you don't, because it's impossible. Oh my god. Why did I do that? Jesus fucking dicks and ass. I bet Shadows is gonna be super easy. I'm gonna get it first try.
Everyone here is rooting for you. Good luck.
Yeah, why do I start with 40? I swear this side is easier. Alright, I think I got this because the lasers cannot hit there in time. See, Shadows was first try. Just that Sonic one that sucks.
I must destroy all the evil the professor has created.
So cool. Alright, that's enough complaining. The final boss sucks. Every boss in this game sucks. Give it a 0 out of 10. Every boss in this game I have a problem with. If they had hands in real life, I would do it.
I beg of you.
Maria,
Give them a
Absolute
chance
poop.
to be happy.
But more of that when I actually make a review of these games.
Chaos control!
Maria, this is what you wanted, right? This is my promise I made to you.
There's the moon. Yay, now we get to get terrorized from a distance instead of right here. Alright, I'm gonna say it. They did not have to make their noses that big. Everyone else looks like kind of cartoonish and like weird, realistic, cartoony, like 2000s sort of way. They just have fucking noses.
Do you really think that the professor created him, Shadow, to carry out the revenge on all those who live here on Earth?
He was what he was. A brave and heroic hedgehog who gave his life to save this planet. Shadow the Hedgehog.
I guess you're right.
There's an actual real death.
I looked up to my grandfather because of all the great things he accomplished in his life. He was my hero, and I wanted to be a great scientist like him. But did he really mean to destroy us?
I don't know, but what I do know is we all did it together.
You're right.
God, you fuck that. You suck, Tails. Fuck you.
So what's next for you, Rouge? Off again to find those jewels you love so much?
Nah, I think I'm gonna give up this line of work. Too much work for too little pay. Anyway, I've got something better than jewels that I'm thinking about right now.
My four-headed
It'll all
penis?
work out. You'll see.
If you say so.
Created the ultimate life form.
What's the matter, Sonic?
Oh, it's nothing. Come on, let's go home. To the planet as cool and blue as me.
Sayonara, Shadow the Hedgehog.
He said a Japanese word. And the ocean and tides were screwed up for the rest of mankind. They really got rid of like half the density of the moon. That would have insane effects on the weather. You know, everyone still might die just from the after effects of this. Is this even the first time that they blew up the moon? Isn't this like the 7th or 8th time? I'm curious about that. I'm gonna look that up later. Because if not, if this is the true first time that they did this, everyone still might be dead within like a month or so. Tides are gonna be absolutely miserable. It's gonna change all the weather. The moon might even go out of orbit because it's just not even, it's not good anymore. It's a lot lighter. I don't know how science works. In classic Sonic fashion, cannot skip this credits. Yesterday, hey, live and learn. Alright, why does YouTube send me an email about me being live on YouTube? That's crazy. And now, but for now, new adventure, but for now, rest easy, heroes. Oh, that's the title of the next game, Sonic Heroes. He's so fucking cool. God, I wish I was him. Cool. Alright. So everything is good. We can play through all the absolutely... Oh no. This game of tag is boring. I am out of here. I'm out of here. I'm not entertaining the idea that I'll be committing to even like a boss from this game. Well, if you stop by, like the video, like the stream, I don't give a shit. But now I can write about Sonic Adventure 1, Sonic Adventure 2. I'm actually thinking what my thesis should be, my basic idea about this. Since I feel like, I think Sonic Adventure 1 shows promise. It was kind of the Wild West back then in 3D games. I mean, Mario kind of did his thing, but Sunshine didn't even come out yet. Like, Sonic Adventure 1, I think, came out first. Don't quote me. So, 3D game. A 3D game in that era. I mean, 3D was very weird because you had like Spyro, you had Crash, you had Mario, but what other 3D platformers were there? And they were trying to like this grand thing with 10 million characters. Had a longer runtime. Like, if you just do main story, longer runtime for sure, Sonic Adventure 1. If you know what you're doing, and you're doing it like kinda optimally, Sonic Adventure 1 has a longer runtime, and it's not a good longer runtime. This, Sonic Adventure 2 has a shorter runtime, but it's a good short runtime. I could have beat this game in less than 8 hours if I wanted to. I think Hero Story could have took me like maybe 2.5, 3. Dark Story didn't even take me 3. I'm so tired today. Yeah, it didn't even take me 2.5 hours, Dark Story. but all the hero story stuff, I did screw around in the Chow Garden for a bit, so I'm not taking it super seriously. I talked about what was it? When I did all of Dark Story like 2 days ago. That hero story took me about, and I'm just rough estimating here, like 4.5 hours. It could have easily taken me 2.5. Then I would have been 5 with hero and dark, and then final stories like less than an hour. So it's shorter, but it has a lot more to do. There's a lot of extra modes. There's all the extra missions. I will not be touching up on those in my video that I make, because I only want to go through the main story content. Also I mean, I have my Sonic and Tails and Knuckles VOD downloaded, but I need to download my all story, like the rest of the story VOD. Amy, Big, E102, Supersonic. And then I need to download some. I'm pretty sad about when I streamed the part 2 hero story, because I was just asked out to go to Texas Roadhouse in the middle of starting stream, so I was like trying to get ready in the middle of it. Kind of embarrassing, but oh well. I'll still be able to get gameplay from it. Damn, I need to stream more. I want to stream every day, even if it's only for like a little bit. Next game that I'm going to stream. All right, let me turn my refresh rate back up. So that game has a funny quirk where if you run it above 60, if your monitor has a bigger refresh rate, it just doesn't know what the fuck to do, because it bases its time on 60 the 60 frames. It doesn't run on delta time. I think that's what it's called. So since it's not run on delta time, if you try to run the game at like 120, it's going to run twice as fast instead of just being 120 frames a second. So that's a bit annoying. I have my monitor at 240 always. I'm thinking of playing Mortal Sin just as my little game, or Undertale. I did talk about that last time. I do want to play through Undertale. It is partially because of the hardest games challenge, and also partially because a coworker told me to play it, and then I was thought about like, oh, wait a second, I also want to play for the hardest games challenge because I need to do Undertale Sans. So that actually, it's actually pretty good. Then there's that new Doom game that's coming out. I mean, my computer will be able to run it, but damn, I am sleepy tired. What else can I talk about? So I'm gonna work on the Sonic video. So here's my timeline. I'm gonna open up a Notepad++ document. Download and install it. Not yet. Notepad++. Please, please. Notepad, please, please. And then we'll get a new document. And then I will add. I'll add window capture and then Notepad. And then we are going to do Notepad++, and then I will press OK. Oh, this kind of fits in That's pretty cool. Didn't intend for that to happen. Okay. So here's my little timeline of what I want to create. Since I want to be a creator, I want this to be my job one day. I'm going to just come out and say it. So, first is Sonic Adventure 1 plus 2 video. Then, I'm going to make a hardest games vid. If you want to know what the hardest games are, these are the hardest games. These dashes are, I'm making icons in GIMP. And I think I'm going to like choose them because I think doing a wheel would be a bit archaic. Because let's just say, for example, I do a wheel and I land on like, I want to be the guy. And then I do another wheel and I land on Bashi next. And then I'm like, oh my god, I just completed 2 insane platformers. 2 in a row. And then the next one is like another platformer. And I'm like, I'm fucking burnt out, man. So I'm gonna choose them. I have a bunch of like classics here. Of course the challenge can grow over time, but this is the gist of it. And I do know that the Notepad++ is a bit uncentered. Let me... There, that's perfectly centered. So hardest games intro video. And then I really want to make a video about competitive games. Like a huge project about competitive games. I don't know what it is going to be about, and I don't know when I'm going to do it. But it's like, as a low-level player in most of these games and most of these fighting games, some fighting games I'm actually really fucking good at. Or got really good at, like Strive, where I was top level in the first patch, and I was having a blast learning everything. And then I quit, and now if I came back, I'd probably be Poopy Doggy. Like, you know when the dog goes poo-poo, and he still has a bit of poop on his butt? That's Poopy Doggy. Need some tissue paper for that shit. I'd probably be Poopy Doggy. So, I want to kind of like go over the learning process of like learning to learn video games as a medium. Because back then, when we were kids, you play a new game, you have to like learn it. What in modern day, you play a game, you don't need to learn shit. Yeah, you need to learn like the basics, but as the amount of games that you play and your intuition just rises astronomically. If you play an RPG for the first time when you're a kid, it's going to be fucking mystical. It's going to be magical. You play an RPG now, you're like, oh, I know this is good, this is good, this is a strategy I'm going to do, blah, blah, blah. And I think that relates a lot to fighting games, because for me, when I learn a fighting game, it's kind of like, oh, once I learn a fighting game, whether it be Strive or Under Night In-Birth, or I really want to get into Grand Blue. It's like you got to learn all these things, and it's like people are like, oh, I don't want to learn a fighting game because it's too hard, and I think that's just kind of bullshit. Because as a kid, you had patience. If you got into these fighting games as a kid, you would have no problem jumping into the new Mortal Kombat or Tekken or any fighting game that came out, because you would already be accustomed to what they offered. Whereas if you have the 17th FromSoft game come out and you already played through every FromSoft game and you're just frothing at the mouth for another FromSoft game, you're gonna understand, oh, I have my flask, I have my thing, I have my spells, I have my heavy attacks, I have my this and my that, and it's, you don't have to learn it. But for someone like me who's never played a Souls game, to go into that is a big challenge, since I never played a game like that. I have to learn the game. But again, gamer intuition, I don't have to learn it as much. I just think fighting games as a genre, like learning to learn them, is it's very much like learning games when we're a kid, except a lot of people just don't have that patience anymore. Like when I played my first Pokemon game, I didn't find it overwhelming to learn every single type and type matchup. Like I just know them now, at least all the old ones. I don't know about the fairy type matchups. I know fairy is super effective against dragon, and it resists fire. It's super effective. If steel hits it, it's super effective. I think if dark hits it, super effective. Maybe. I don't know the fucking fairy matchup. I do know every single other matchup very well, and that didn't seem overwhelming to me. But imagine Pokemon, this is a new thing. Creature monster games never been done before. Pokemon just came out. People were like, what are all these types? Like, this is weird for an RPG. For all these types to be in here, these monsters, and you gotta catch them, and you have to, like, manage your party, and it's just, like, way too much. I don't know. I don't really like these kind of games. But you see, as it's a genre that people are already accustomed to, people don't care because it's fucking Pokemon. New Pokemon game comes out, they're like, Pokemon, Pokemon. So yeah, I do want to make a video game about fighting games in that regard. Sometime along the pipeline. And then, I really want to make a plat fighter or Smash. I'm gonna title it, the brief history of Smash and why all platform fighters fail. Long, wordy title. I might just title it Why All Platform Fighters Fail. To be brief, that video would do numbers, I think. I have to make it, but over the next coming weeks, just on my own free time, I have a Steam Deck, which makes this super fucking easy. I'm just gonna record myself playing through Smash 64 on my Steam Deck. And I have Smash Remix, which is gonna make it even more fun. I'm gonna use Steam Record, and then I'm going to transfer those files into a Google Drive and use them as my footage. And then I could play Melee in the same vein. I have, I think it's MEX. It might be called something else, but the actual project is MEX. Let me get my Discord open. Akinia, that's what it's called. Project Akinia. And that's gonna make give that veg case a shot. Goku. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's Goku. Oh my god. I'm your biggest fan. Holy shit, it's Goku. Be sure to like the stream. I think all platform fighters modern day suck. I think Smash did it right, and I know it's hard with the not having the backing of literal billion-dollar corporation plus every single property in gaming existence to pull characters from. But the blueprint's there, and every Smash or platform fighter that I play is just trying to be another Smash. You know the reason I play Smash? sub 10 years ago, because now I play Smash to be competitive, but I don't even like it that way anymore. I play Smash because I could beat the shit out of Kirby as Mario. I could play as Link against Ganondorf and stage an epic battle. I could play Meta Knight and go on a huge stage and try to, like, do some weird shit or fucking whatever. That's why I play Smash. If I'm playing a Smash-like and I don't have Mario, I don't have Zelda, I don't have Link, I don't have other characters, it's not going to be a good time. Because Smash, if I'm talking about, and they always try to focus on competitive, these platform fighters, which I think is such a stupid fucking idea, but, and I'll talk about that in the video, but Smash doesn't even have the best mechanics. It doesn't even have the best mechanics, and people pretend it does. I think in Smash Ultimate, the buffer fucking sucks. I think the movement's horrible. I think the fact that they got rid of a staple mechanic that was in every single Smash game up to that point, shield dropping, is just gone. Horrible. I think the way that some characters feel invalidated by the existence of other characters competitively, because casuals don't give a shit. They play Cloud. But it's like, if you want to pick a sortie, you're not going to pick, unless you're like super into that character or they like hit a specific matchup niche like Corrin, you're not gonna play someone like Ike. You're not gonna play Marth because Lucina's right there. Even Lucina's kind of weird pick because Cloud exists. Roy is a better Lucina. I know he does different things, but he's just practically better Lucina. And then you have, again, the meta pick Corrin that only one person's able to play properly. Then you have Pyramithra, which are, like, in my opinion, the second best sorties in the game, because Cloud is just obviously the best. It just feels like, oh, I want to play a sortie, play Cloud. Play Cloud, play Roy. If you don't want to play those two, maybe Pyramithra, if you're into that sort of thing. And if you like want to be kind of a specialist, you go Corrin. Any other sortie is not worth it. You want to play a zoner? Play Rob. He's a zoner. He has insane projectile game, and he can kill you off of one interaction. No other zoner in the game has that. Or play Min if you want like more boxer zoner. That's what I don't like about Smash. So when I play a game like Rivals of Aether, and I'm just treated with these Smash-like moves. Like, some characters are cool, and they have, like, their own unique things. Like, I think Fleet in Rivals is, honestly, really, really well designed. They have fun moves. They don't really seem too Smash-like. They're pretty inventive with, like, down air, bow, up smash, arrow, kind of like Pit. And then, but it's like this straight arrows, you kind of know their trajectory. Like, forward smash is really cool. Side B is like super cool. The wind chime, although very, very bad, like it's a bad fucking move. You should never use wind chime. It's cool. It's an inventive mechanic. Down B is just one of the worst moves ever to be conceived. I don't know how they gave her that. But it's a cool character. Lox is a cool character too. Takes a lot of the staples and uses them well. Like, very good. Like, his upper is unique. His forward air is just brawl DDD forward air, but it feels more unique in this game. Back air is just, Everyone has that fucking back air in Smash. Cloud has that back air. DD has that back air. Ike has that back air. It's just a back air, disjoint back air. Then he has Stomp, but then his special moves are cool because it's like a cool take on Flame Choke. There's a cool take on Eruption from Pyromithra or Ether. There's a cool take on like Waft. Like, such a cool, actual cool character. And then you have literally Marth. In my opinion, all the old comers should have been redesigned. I think Rano should have not just been Sheik 2. Why is Rano Sheik 2? I get it, but give him, like, more fun moves. Don't just, oh, his up air is basically Sheik. His back air is Sheik. His forward air is basically Sheik. His neutral air is basically Sheik. His up smash, down smash, basically Sheik. Like, that doesn't... Why? If I wanted to play Sheik, I'm playing Sheik. I don't want to play Frog and be like, oh man, I'm playing Sheik. Even in a competitive sense. And I know archetypes exist, especially in other fighting games. You have the Shoto, who's going to do the Ryu moves. You have the Zoner, that's going to do the Dhalsim moves. It exists. It's a thing that I'm aware of. But then you have, like, an inventive, even though I hate them, an inventive character like Olympia. Her up air's, like, cool. Her forward air, although very fucking stupid move, it's cool. Back air's unique. Neutral air, you know, it's kind of just, that's, I don't know what they call it in Smash, that, like, double kick that Falcon has, but it's, like, stubby, so you kind of, like, need to use it differently. Like, it isn't used the same, but it looks the same. That's kind of cool. It's just, like, this whole philosophy I want to go into with other platform fighters, just kind of ripping on Smash for no fucking reason, and it not working. It just doesn't work. And the casual side does not give a shit about if you implant Marth 2 into this game. They do not care. They want funny versus funny. That's why when Rivals made Workshop, it saved the franchise, to put it very lightly. Whatever. The inverse of putting it lightly. Like, it's kind of satirical. They probably still would have done other things, but I don't think Rivals 2 would have came out if the Workshop wasn't a big hit. But people bought Rivals just for the Workshop so they could fight Barack Obama and pissing Mario. That's what Smash is about. That's the essence of platform fighters. If you want to make a traditional 2D fighter, those are the competitive games. I don't think platform fighters in this vein should be competitive. I think they can, but the more skill you need for a platform fighter, and the more the skill ceiling is, the scummier the tactics become. Like, Melee is incredible for lasting the years it has lasted. The storylines that breathe life into it, every single weekend it has a major. And every single weekend it doesn't. People are talking about it. But then you look at every single tech you need to know to become a top player, and then all the defensive bullshit mechanics that come from it. Like, in Street Fighter, like, I'm talking bare bones basic Street Fighter rules. It is a lot easier, of course said than done, it is a lot easier to balance defensive and scummy tactics in a 2D fighter than a platform fighter. Smash has been defensive and scummy for the past 3 installments. Smash Ultimate we have fucking Steve and Min Min, and yeah, some players are aggressive. But then you look at fucking Melee, which is actually aggressive and where you could actually press buttons. I'm surprised that game hasn't died yet, but in a good way, where I'm glad it hasn't died yet, and I'm surprised it hasn't died yet, but I'm not asking for its demise to prove a point. I think, in the end game of Melee, they find something that is so horrible to play against, but is like relatively easy to do. That's why people hate Jigglypuff, right? That's why people hate Jigglypuff. Because they're easy, they're campy, and no one wants to play as them because they're easy and campy and poopy. But I think one day something's going to be figured out, which I hope never comes. But one day, when Melee's code is fucking decompiled, it took them years, not me personally. It took them years to figure out, like, incredibly niche, weird mechanics inside Melee that had just been hidden, and people start doing them. Like, you know how crazy it was when people, shield dropping was in 64 players shield drop all the time. But it was very inconsistent in Melee. When people figured out how to consistently get it in Melee and started like notching and shit, and then UCF, crazy change in gameplay. Like pre-shield drop Melee, it's a sight to fucking behold. Oh my god. And now it's just like it's still great. Like the combo game, the fundies you have to have, the mind games, fantastic. I just feel like one day, because GameCube games are starting to get decompiled. Like I think Mario Party 4 actually got decompiled the other day, and like a bit ago. And if Melee gets decompiled, I mean, we know so fucking much about Melee. But once it gets decompiled, I mean, people knew 8 million things about Mario 64 before that got decompiled, and then they learned 10 million more. So I don't doubt that when Melee gets decompiled, we're going to find some shit that it's like opening Pandora's box. I think, again, the inherent design of platform fighters, we need to actually expand upon it instead of just be Smash, because Rivals of Aether right now is just Smash, and it has a lot of mechanics that people are complaining about, but then I play like character A or whatever, I play fucking bird character Raster, like, oh, his forward air is Marth, his up air is Marth, his back air is Fox from Melee, his fucking down air is like weird Meta Knight Project M move, oh, his neutral air is Falcon, his down B is Falcon, his side B is kind of a just normal projectile that gives him a boost, which is pretty cool. His up B is Dolphin Slash, his neutral B is Meta Knight Tornado. It's just a fucking Smash character. If I'm playing Bird Dude, I want to feel like a fucking bird. Lean in 1,000% to that bird motif. Like, I'm like the fucking Loxodon, the elephant character. Beautiful design. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm excited for the new characters in this game. Or we could look at Fleet again, the other new character. Again, beautiful design. It makes me want to play that character because they're unique. It's not just, oh, here's Marth. Oh, here's Sheik. Oh, here's like kind of Captain Falcon, but he's a bird. And he has some Marth moves. Oh, here's literally, shit you not, this is literally Project M Wolf. That's it. No asterisk. Oh, he has a laser. He has shine. He has downer. He has up air. He has forward air. He has same fucking forward smash. Same down smash. He has spinning neutral air. The only thing he doesn't have is back air. He has a weird back air. If he had Wolf back air, dude, World is not ready for that shit. But you get my point. If I'm a Fire Lion, I want to do Fire Lion stuff. I don't want to have Falcon Kick as my down B. I want to do Fire Lion stuff. Why is my up B Firefox? Why do I have a Shine? Like, let me do Fire Lion stuff. Let me be cool. Why do I need to be Fox or Wolf? If I wanted to play Wolf, I'm going to go play another game that is better polished, to be honest. You know, I have limited time in the day. Everyone has limited time in the day, and I vote with my time. And what I'm going to vote is, I'm just going to install Project M on my Steam Deck so I could play as Wolf in Subspace Emissary and have fun instead of bare bones content that only caters towards the upper echelon of competitive people who only want competitive slop. And even then, it doesn't do that too well. So, if you couldn't tell, I have a lot of thoughts on this. I have a lot of thoughts. It's going to be a long script. Maybe I'll just play games on stream, like Smash games. Because I don't think platform fighters are getting the fucking memo. And when you do what Smash does, I talked about this last time. You have a golden goose, right? You have Nickelodeon, or you have Multiverses. Golden gooses. Oh my god, I got to beat up Thornberry as fucking SpongeBob. I get to fist Invader Zim with Arnold. That sounds tight. Yet, the no voice acting really killed that game. The lack of content. There's no story mode, I think. There's like nothing for the casual player to latch onto. And sad to say, I think it's going to be, maybe it should be a two-parter. I just thought of that. Maybe like the learning to learn fighting games and like the platform fighters should be in one video, or it should be like a two-parter. Because I really like the idea of them piggybacking off of each other, where all these players say they don't want to play it, but then like the more hardcore gamers like fighting games, like me. I like fighting games. I like learning. I like dedicating time, or like 50 hours to a fighting game and getting decent and like learning stuff and having fun. Most players like spending 10 hours in a game, being done with it, moving on to the next one. I'm not that kind of guy. My Steam list, I have so many games to play, dude. And the Steam Deck's helping with that. I am playing games more consistently. Because I just, gonna be honest, I'm laying in bed after work, I'm tired. I want to watch YouTube, man. I want to eat Cheez-Its, fucking have the box on my stomach while I glance at my tablet for visual stimulation. Last thing I want to do is fucking game. But that's changing slowly. I need to practice that, though. Get my brain back into the inner workings of gaming. That's why I want to play the new Doom. The game looks so cool. But yeah, I think those videos can piggyback off of each other in a unique way. I might not make them sister videos, but it is an interesting idea. So after the platform fighter video, I'm going to have a bunch of hard game videos, and then I want to look at pinball games, because it's something that I'm pretty interested in. I'm just going to Control-save this. I do not want to save it in my desktop. Never mind. I'm not saving that shit. No one liked my stream. I'm so sad. People are gonna be like, oh man, why is this so long? I fucking talk out of my ass for so long. I could talk. I have so much to write about. that's my basic ideas about the future. And then yeah, I'm gonna probably gonna go in the shower, go to bed. Play my Steam Deck though. Have Smash Remix on that. Very fun. It's a very fun game. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts about the future, but for now, I stop streaming.